Call of Duty Vanguard has just been revealed, and in today's video I've got a ton of gameplay details and information about the game to share with you. From Warzone, multiplayer, campaign, destruction, and some of the technology powering the new title. First things first, obviously it's a World War II game set during World War II, and it runs on the latest version of the IW8 engine which first powered Modern Warfare in 2019. When the game launches on November the 5th, Warzone will get a brand new map to play on connected to the theming of Vanguard. More importantly though, Warzone is also getting a brand new anti-cheat system on day one at launch. No further details were shared about this, but by the way they were talking about it, I would hazard a guess that it is a custom built system. Vanguard will be included in the metaverse of Warzone, Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, and it will feature a massive calendar of post-launch content similar to what we've seen with Warzone, Modern Warfare and Black Ops so far. Vanguard will also feature a dedicated zombies mode with Treyarch leading development on that, and this will be a prologue for the Black Ops Cold War zombie story with new gameplay opportunities. So let's talk multiplayer. There are 20 maps in total at launch, which is a pretty staggering number, and I think that might be a record for a COD game on release day. The maps will span across North Africa, the Eastern Front, the Western Front and the Pacific. 16 of these maps are core maps that work with 6v6 and 4 other maps are 2v2 maps. Multiplayer features what the developers are calling new tactical gameplay, and this involves putting guns on top of surfaces, moving across back and forth with them. I guess that this is similar to the mount system from Modern Warfare, but now with a bit of optional side-to-side movement rather than just a pivot point. Blind fire will be in the game too, allowing you to slightly peek over obstacles and shoot from them inaccurately. The gunsmith from Modern Warfare is back with a robust amount of weapon customization, including changing ballistics and ammo types. Vanguard features reactive environments, which is marketing speak for destruction, giving the players the ability to change and modify the level across all maps. We were shown a few gameplay clips of this, and now you've got the option to shoot out certain boards on floors and windows, tiles, walls, doors, and use them as temporary power positions. There's a bit of micro destruction here too, with chairs and tables splintering and exploding when reacting to gunfire and throwables. There are new modes and ways to play in multiplayer. Sledgehammer Games say that they've created a system called combat pacing, which boils down to them making a playlist which features very tactical experiences with low player counts and intimate battles, and then going up to blitz pacing, which maxes the number of players in a match. They didn't tell us what that number is, but keep in mind that Modern Warfare had a mode called Ground War at 64 players, and they also had Warzone at 200 players at one point, and that's on the same engine. So we could maybe see larger player game modes here too. One of the new modes they briefly discussed was called Champion Hill, and they said that this is something very different for COD. The description for that is as follows. The fast and frenetic Champion Hill mode features a series of tournament-style head-to-head matches where players can play solo 1v1 or squad up in duos 2v2 and trios 3v3 to battle it out in an arena consisting of 4 maps to be the last squad standing. Moving on now to tech. As I mentioned at the start, the game is running on the latest version of the new Modern Warfare IW8 engine. The devs said that they have advanced it further for next gen, integrated and improved on the technology of it too. Their goals for the game were absolute best visual fidelity with optimized performance. Some of the new features are volumetric clouds, lighting and rendering, dense foliage and high detailed ground, large sweeping battlefield vistas like the ones that we'll play in North Africa, dense ground fog for atmospheric nighttime battles, subsurface scattering for soft snow, and GPU particle systems for embers, ash and sparks. Interestingly, there was a note that damage to surfaces accumulates and persists over a match, and it will run at 60 frames per second on consoles. Wrapping up, let's take a look at campaign. We were shown a 9-minute gameplay video from single player, and I don't know if they're going to release this publicly or not, but I am allowed to talk about it, so here we go. It followed one of the main characters, a British paratrooper dropping out of a plane during a raid the night before D-Day. Things don't go to plan, his parachute catches fire and he's plunged into the water, freeing himself with a knife and crawling out of the water into some woods. He loses his rifle and is now being hunted and hiding from Germans in the woods, attempting to locate and kill him. It's almost pitch black night time. Graphically, this is really impressive. There's airplanes flying overhead being shot down by anti-air, troops of soldiers and trucks moving across fields, fires raging all around, flashlights as dynamic light sources shining through the trees. Based on this footage, I'd say that the nighttime graphics are on par with, if not slightly better looking than Modern Warfare 2019. After a scuffle in the woods with a German soldier and a brutal knife takedown, the player finds some ammo in a supply truck and has to dash into a nearby barn house to hide from a group of soldiers that he alerted outside. It's a very intimate location and it reminded me of the life-size claustrophobic environments of the Clean House mission from Modern Warfare. What follows is an intense game of cat and mouse around the house and into the basement as the player struggles to fight off soldiers with only 5 bullets in total. Wood shattering all around them, doors being shot to shreds and kitchenware violently reacting to the chaos. Eventually the player escapes the house by vaulting through a window, running outside across a field while being chased down, and a flare is shot up into the sky. Finally they come across a huge burning windmill raging on fire, and in front of it are 2 silhouettes fighting in hand-to-hand combat. One of the men eventually is victorious, turns to the player, he shouts thunder, waits for the reply before the silhouette draws their gun towards them and the demo ends. You could really notice the advancements to the engine in this footage, especially with the fire smoke and particle effects. There's a new 3D audio engine too, flexing its legs here, improving how everything sounds. Finally, a bit of general information that we were given about the campaign. It's set on multiple fronts and you'll be playing as multiple characters with extensive gameplay variety. The overall vibe of the campaign is revolving around the birth of modern day special forces in World War II. The 4 main characters are based off real people and their stories, with the lead, Arthur, assembling a crack team to take down a director of the Gestapo based on Heinrich Müller. So this is rooted in history to a certain degree. The game starts in Berlin at the end of the war with the city falling, but there are parts of the Axis leadership who are making plans and looking for ways to keep their ideology moving forward. The Allies of course want to stop this. And the 4 main characters are loosely based on real people who fought in World War II. Sidney Cornell, Charles Upham, Vernon Mike Michiel, and Lyudmila Pavlichenko, who was a Russian sniper in the Red Army during World War II, and she was nicknamed Lady Death and is still the most successful female sniper in history. And that's all, I guess. As expected, the game's releasing on PC, Xbox Series S, X, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. Me personally, I'm really interested to see what the Warzone map is like, and will it feature any of that destruction that they've started to implement here? I hope so. Completely different environment as well by the sounds of it, so definitely something to look forward to. And the news of a brand new anti-cheat, that's great. The proof is in the pudding though. Let's hope they've done it right. Let's hope it's a good one. The campaign as well, based on the footage that I saw, looks pretty intense, pretty gritty. Really enjoyed the Modern Warfare campaign, so I'm hoping they follow suit, deliver another solid experience there. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.